Ladies, gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, welcome back to game number 2 between Kas and Socke. I just got the confirmation, this will be all matches for today, so this last match for the Black Dragon League might be this one, or if Socke is taking the win, there will be a last one. And we have the cast here as the Orange Terran 9 o'clock. We have Socke 6 o'clock as the Green Protoss player. And now take a look at what Cast is saying. It is so important what he's saying right now. He's thinking, he's speaking of terms of people saying, oh, this is imbalanced and stuff like this. He's telling us, it's like in 1 week everybody is thinking, oh, Protoss is imbalanced, and in the next week everybody is thinking, oh, Terran is imbalanced. And I know a lot of pro players complaining a lot about Protoss, then I know about a lot of Terran players now complaining about Zerg and not about Protoss anymore. We had Zergs complaining about Terran, then about Protoss, not about Protoss anymore. And it is absolutely true what Cast is saying right now. It's just a little bit of too much. Oh, no, this is imbalanced. No, not anymore. No, this is imbalanced. And people talking about imbalanced so fast with this game, with the playstyle, it's not even fully developed. And I mean, a lot of people were saying, oh, Protoss is so underpowered. We're saying Protoss is underpowered, and then without any patch changes, just with the people learning to play the race, use the abilities, there more and more Protoss players were winning, and then people were suddenly like, oh, Protoss imba.com and stuff like this. So we have to be very careful in that regard. So by the way, Socke going for the Nexus first here at the 6 o'clock, Green Protoss. There we see gateway number 1, there we see gateway number 2, a simulator coming up, and remember, now the patch is out not only on the US, like yesterday when I was casting Druby vs Vitra and the time filler match of Druby vs Beastie. When it was only out on the US, it is out on the European servers as well. So by the way, Barracks, maybe ZX style coming up for Cars here. Oh, he's going once again for this Barracks. Marauder building this Barracks, waiting until he's got 400 minerals. Going for the expansion and then the reactor, but no, it looks like this time he does not want to wait any longer and is immediately trying to apply pressure. We see the bunker already produced, but Socke does not have an idea about this, and he's even getting a third gateway before we see a cybernet. Oh, never mind, he's a cybernetics core. I was a little bit confused. Never mind. And now Socke realizing this, and he's sending in some probes, sending in the Zealot, taking out the SCV, which was building the bunker. Now, yes, the SCV is dead. There is no SCV anywhere near this bunker. So, with Socke having out some of those stalkers and the Zealots, he should be in an okay situation to defend, because there are even more stalkers out, and with the stalkers dealing the damage, the Zealots taking the damage, he should be in a good enough position. But still, 3 of those Marauders actually do quite a lot of damage. Socke doing a good job, but Kas is doing a good job as well. We see this Marauder was trying to kite, was not successful in the second one as well, but those 2 stalkers went down as well, but with the third stalker in there, Socke finally was able to hold this up. We should see a cancel here any second now. And there we go, building get cancelled. So, Socke was barely able to hold this off, was forced to use some probes, but of course his Nexus is up and running. He was chrono boosting his probe production, so now we see 26 for the Harvester Council. They are equal, but this command center takes another 20 seconds, then add another 35 seconds for the orbital, so it will be another 55 seconds without SCV production from this command center here. So Socke should be able to get slightly more ahead in terms of economy here. So we see Stim is getting researched for Kas right now. He's going for the +1 as well. The Stim pack still needs 100 seconds. There is the factory in his main base being produced. And what else do we have here? At least not just yet, nothing for the moment. And there we see gateway number 4 coming up for Socke. Warping in some sentries. Of course, sentries always a good unit to have. We know that, and nearly everybody knows that Socke is absolutely has the ability just to go for some awesome force fielding. We see gateway number 5 is being warped in right now for him, and looks like Kas is just going for the typical Marine Marauder Medivac style. Once again, here's the reactor on the factory, here's the starport building next to the factory. And let's take a look at the harvester count. Once again, Socke in the lead, but only slightly, 39/36, not that much. But one thing he's absolutely in the lead is currently the gas income, just having 50% more with this assimilator already there. But he's focusing a little bit more on the minerals, not getting this assimilator just yet. Meanwhile, now Kas finishing with a double refinery, can go all minerals and gas in terms of income. Factory is moving over to the main base of Socke, and take a look at the supply. It's 76, so both guys absolutely evil absolutely even in that regard here. And now what will Kas scout? He will scout a cybernetics core, he will scout more of those gateways. And that's basically it. I mean, Socke does not have any more units here. It looks like now he wants to go for the super fast 2-base style timing attack. Kas now with his marine, now he knows about all those gateway units coming in, and Socke has tons and tons of gateway units. We see one bunker is finished, 2 bunkers still in the production, and now Socke needs to make something happening with that push. We see 2 force fields coming up already. Repair will not be successful here, will not be happening. Those SCVs make it over here, of course, denying all those Marines and Marauders to do some damage. Meanwhile, they were stimmed. And nice job by Kas to move some units here on the high ground there. Socke warped in a bunch of new units, is attacking once again. We should see even more force fields. Guardian Shield coming up, but once again this bunker going down right away. The other bunker is still not completed, but it is down to 5 HP anyway. And now getting cancelled by Kas. And looks like Socke is about to move in once again. Really like this units here on the high ground, because those units is like can't touch the steam. And Socke is moving out once again. Now there are enough sentries, enough SCVs to go for a possible repair on the bunker. Socke does have enough energy for no force shields at the moment. He needs to warp in more stuff right now. Factory still happy, flying around, even wants to go for a landing operation here, but now with Socke warping in those stalkers, he's able to get rid of the factory. Now he's got some stalkers in his main base, warped in there a bunch of more units just because of the fact that he's afraid. Kas might go for a drop, and speaking of drops, there Kas is with the 2 medivacs flying over to the main base of Socke. Socke pulling back his army, which is a smart thing to do now. This factory is going down, and there are the drops. There are the Marines and the Marauders with the drops. There is Socke's forces and doing some damage, and looks like Kas wants to go for some kiting, and at the moment he does have enough stuff to kill out those units, but with more stalkers arriving and Kas stimming a second time without any heal, of course all those units are dead. This Marauder might make it out there alive, and indeed he does. And let's check where we are right now. So 47 probes, 51 SCVs. Kas slightly in the lead, 100 supply versus a 98 supply. Pretty much the same, but Kas now knows, okay, I hold off the attack, I did do some damage with the drop, it's time for another expansion. And remember, we are here on Lost Temple, not on the Shadow Temple, so the gold is pretty much the same, but here it is not the corner expansion, it is the island expansion. Just instead now both guys taking out their rocks, so it looks like, oh no, Kas decided actually to move out for a possible attack with the Zelnaga Watchtower. Socke knows about this, pulling back his units just in time, and with his 5 sentries he should have enough energy for 9 force fields. 9 force fields is, I think, all he needs with some proper zealot tanking and some Stalker medivac sniping. He should be in a good position. Now, battle number 2 going on right now. One medivac is going down, Guardian Shield number 2 being casted, more force shields being casted as well, and one medivac lost his life. What is Kas doing? Is he going for attack or once again? And he really needs to watch out because those other 2 medivacs are only half HP right now. Socke just walked in a bunch of more units. He's currently sitting still on the 5 gates. He's getting the Colossus, getting the +1, getting the thermal lens, even getting 2 photon cannons in order to make sure that he will not be vulnerable to drops. He knows what's going on with the forces of Kas, but Kas, because now he's occupying the Zelnaga Watchtower, he can secure the gold. Going for some mining here already. We should see an orbital there pretty soon by him, and with the first Colossus out, of course, Socke should be a little bit more safe at this very moment. And let's take a look at the upgrades. We see Socke is going for the 2nd forge right now, started the +1, and he might go for the he will go for the +1 armor pretty soon as well, so double upgrades all the way for him. And Nightman is lagging currently. So, let's take a look at the upgrades for Kas. The +2 is finished in 5 seconds. He got the +1 armor already up and running, and he's going to drop again with 4 freaking medivacs, doing a lot of damage. He's taking out already 2 pylons. He will take out this Nexus as well. Now here are the forces of Socke with this 1 Colossus. Kas lost already a couple of those medivacs, so he will be forced to just go for some real big damage, taking out this pylon before Socke was finished to walk in some more stuff. Now Socke losing this Colossus as well, but he's got so many zealots, and with all the zealots he's able to take out these forces. Got the 2nd Colossus up and running as well, and he is in a lot of trouble at the same time. Kas is going to drop here on the high ground to take out more units, but Socke, he's got the vision on the high ground thanks to this Colossus, and he will be able to repel these forces. Once again, Socke trying to take out the Colossus will not happen because the Colossus got the thermal lens, and yeah, the Stalker is trying to take out more of those medivacs, and of course with the superior range, Socke just needs to micro a little bit, and he's doing a good job at repelling those units. But you can still remember, this Nexus is gone, this command center is up, and Kas is just in a super good position to just outproduce him, even going for another command center at the 12 o'clock main, and it is looking very good for Kas right now. I think he will just be able to go for some easy victories here. I think he needs to get more barracks and take a look. I mean, he's already sitting on an 8 barracks. There we see 3 more in production, so he will be on 11 barracks. Got the +3, +2 started, going for the +1 for the Vikings, even going for another command center at the 12 o'clock natural. He knows he's got this game, he's playing it absolutely safe, not trying to rush in there anytime soon. Socke is trying to make the most of it, going for the Nexus at the gold, going for the Nexus at the main base. Most likely as well, but with all this barracks Kas get up, he's able to produce 7 Marauders, 2 Marines at once, and it's just too much for him to handle. Dropping here now Kas, now Socke sees, okay, he's getting attacked in the main, the cybernetics core is lost, is going for a little small engagement in the center of the map as well, but Kas already maxed out, is just pulling back with his forces. He knows he got this game, Socke knows this game is over, so GG is called, and Kas takes the series 2-0. Congratulations to both players anyways, because both players are on the playoffs here for the Black Dragon League. So hope you enjoyed this small series. I'm not sure if I will be joining InBTV for the goal for SC2, if I will be just playing some stuff on the ladder. I will need to find out. I will put everybody on the waiting screen, or will play some music, and as soon as I know more, I will let you know. Thanks for tuning in, and by the way, make sure to tune in tomorrow as well. I will be casting the €200 4 players close combat cup, and always there we are, there we're having a lot of very good players, a lot of very good participants, so make sure to tune into that. And other than that, have the rest nice day.